right, welcome back. That right there is Jamie Scheckman. We're working out the cameras. So you were in here, I don't know, what, like about a month or so ago?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a whole new studio.
Yeah, I really like what you've done with the place.
Yeah, thanks. I didn't do anything. I just show up to work, you know. This is the new look, and so we're still working out some of the kinks and figuring stuff out. So Jamie Scheckman, you have Mountain Rider Alliance is the company, is the alliance. What is it?
Well, we're a grassroots organization that was formed as a result of wanting to try a new direction in the ski industry. We think in the 1980s and 90s, ski areas got out of the uphill transportation business and got into the resort business, real estate, culinary, etc. And
well, you got to eat when you're out there. You need a place to stay, right?
You do, but but as a result of that, we're seeing a lot of the improvements are done to that and not to the skiing experience.
See, because I mean, I hear, you know, and we've talked before, and I play devil's advocate, you know, and you know how it works. So I mean, what's the problem? Like, if you want a mountain experience, like I love to go to the backcountry. I put my skins on, I take my boys, and we just go out away from everything, away from the roads, away from the town, away from the ski resorts. Why not just do that and leave the ski resorts alone and let people ride up and down and yo-yo on the lifts?
Well, you have to learn to ski before you can tour in the backcountry. I'm sure your boys started on lifts. But, you know, lift tickets have gotten so expensive.
Actually, a couple of them were actually raised by wolves.
Wow. Well, that explains a lot. Yeah.
But they're unique. They're South Shore, so.
South Shore wolves.
Yeah, but what about the jobs? What about, I mean, we're creating more jobs. Like, you build a condo, then there's more people, the housekeeping and the cooks and the culinary and all of that stuff. I mean, isn't that good for town to have more jobs and more stuff instead of, say, just ski resort with lifts? I mean, all the other stuff, doesn't that stimulate our economy?
Well, in our model, we'll be partnering with the local community and you know, forging partnerships locally. So there will still be jobs. Our project in Alaska that we talked about last time, the Manitoba Mountain Ski Area Restoration Project, right now they only have 15 jobs, winter jobs on the Kenai Peninsula. We're going to bring about 70 in.
How are you going to do that?
We're going to create a ski area up there.
Oh, okay. So building a ski area.
Yeah.
I thought you were against ski areas. You're going to build one now?
No, I'm not against ski areas and I'm not against ski resorts. I just feel that as a skier, and I think I speak for many of us when I say that the ski industry has taken this turn, they focus their attention on these out-of-boot amenities and these experiences, but really haven't focused much on the ski experience. Look here in the Tahoe Basin, we haven't seen many terrain expansions to speak of. The slide chutes.
Let me stop you right there. Squaw just announced, you're telling me we're not making progress. Squaw just announced a $52 5-pound NAR burger. Is that not progression, Jamie?
Well, I don't know. Eat it at lunch and then tell me how much you progressed in the afternoon. No, I mean,
I'm not making this up, am I?
No, this is the NAR burger. This is fresh off the press.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think this is just a good example of showing that, you know, they are doing $50 million in improvements, which is great. But in our organization, we want to see improvements made to sustainable to the future. That's be like on-site clean energy creation. You know, electricity is the #2 expense in the ski industry after payroll. So make energy on site, such as solar, wind, microhydro, geothermal.
But the ski resorts want to do this, right? I mean, I know Kirkwood's struggled for a long time. They're off the grid. I know they've struggled with trying to get different sources of power, more natural sources. Not just because it's good for the environment, but just because economically,
sure,
it's different. It's difficult. It's challenging. It seems like being with the Forest Service land, and I don't know the details, but you got to assume that the corporations, the ski areas, they want. Maybe not necessarily from an environmental standpoint, but they want to make the economics work. If they can get free energy from the sun or water or wind, that's economically more viable, right?
One would think. You know, we have a ski area that we partner with in Maine, and they're about to, called Mount Abram. And Mount Abram's about to install an acre of solar panels. When they do, they'll be North America, to the best of our knowledge, North America's first net negative ski area. So they'll actually create more energy on site than they consume. Yeah. So not
isn't that a challenge? Like say in the Sierras where we have a maritime snowpack, more snow, heavier snow, falls, and more volume. I mean, aren't solar panels? Isn't that one of the big challenges with solar panels? Is just keep them free and clear of the snow? Or I don't know. I'm asking.
No, there's solar panels being used in the mountains. And micro hydro is one of the best ones because it runs 24/7. You don't have to have the sun to shine or the wind to blow.
Imagine my embarrassment, but what's micro hydro?
It's when you take in a creek, you have enough vertical drop in the creek that you can use a piston basically. You're not affecting the fish life, and it's creating energy. The reason why I think a lot of the resorts aren't investing in it is because, well, one, their footprint is so huge that it's an afterthought now. And then the other thing is it's not a quick return on investment. But we're talking about being sustainable for the future. It's a long-term investment, and a lot of these corporations are owned by stakeholders that expect a big, quick return on the investment. So it's a different model. It's a different way of thinking.
Yeah. No, you give a good sell. I do hear what you're saying. Any events coming up? Mountain Riders Alliance going to be doing anything to kind of get the message out there more?
Well, we just released, and I mentioned this last time, but we just have a new ski on the market. That's we partnered with Ski Logic, and they're making us a one-of-a-kind top sheet. This is based on our Alaska project, and it's available in any of their models. And you can go to mountainridersalliance.com and order it. And part of the proceeds go to the the Native American Olympic Team Foundation that was founded by Susie Chapstick Chaffee. You remember her?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, legend. Yeah, so she started this organization, and so as a values-based organization, we believe in passed on prosperity, and a percentage of the sales will go to her organization.
Well, keep up the passion, brother. Jamie Schechtman from Mountain Riders Alliance, and there's a website, mountainridersalliance.com. We'll take another quick break and be back with more of Lake Tahoe Television's Tahoe Today.